Hello there, welcome to News at 10 on Rajya Sabha television. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be getting you the top developing stories from India and across the world, and also the stories that you might have missed during the night. But first up, the headlines. Third anniversary of Swachh Bharat mission. President declares urban Maharashtra open defecation free. Says a clean India needed for prosperity. 148th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. President, Vice President, Prime Minister pay tributes. Nation also remembers Lal Bahadur Shastri on his anniversary. Scope for lowering slabs under the GST, says a finance minister. But first, there must be revenue buoyancy, says government's endeavour to always bring down the taxes. Fresh wave of floods hit Assam, 5 districts submerged, nearly 80,000 people affected. And Catalonia votes to split from Spain. Government of region claims victory in referendum on independence. Violent clashes between police and supporters of the vote. Our top story at the top of this hour, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Sunday said that there was a scope for lowering the slabs under the GST once there was a revenue buoyancy. Jaitley said that society was undergoing transformation, and that is why the government had made taxation an easier process to increase compliance. Now, stressing that indirect tax burden was borne by all sections, Jaitley said it has always been the government's endeavour to bring down the tax rates on mass consumption commodities. Now, noting that India had conventionally been a tax non-compliant society, he said that when people had the right to demand development, they also had the responsibility to pay what was required for development. Now, addressing the 67th batch of Indian Revenue Service officers, Jaitley said that revenue was the lifeline of governance and all developmental activities. Pointing out that there were never grey areas in taxation law, he said it was the duty of tax officers to be firm and fair.
In the first 2 or 3 months, we have always, almost by the day, a space and scope for improvement. We have a space for improvement and a need for improvement to reduce compliance burdens as far as small taxpayers are concerned. We have a space for improvement eventually, once we become revenue neutral, to think in terms of bigger reforms, such as lesser slabs. But for that, we have to become revenue neutral plus. Duty as a tax person is to be firm and fair.
And the aviation turbine fuel price has been hiked by 6% on firming international rates. ATF will now cost 53,045 rupees per kilolitre in Delhi. Earlier, the price was 50,020 rupees per kilolitre. Now, this is the third consecutive monthly hike in jet fuel price. Also, cooking gas or the LPG price has been hiked by 1 rupees 50 paise per cylinder, in line with the government's decision to raise rates every month to eliminate subsidies by March next year. A subsidized 14.2 kilograms of LPG cylinder will now cost 488 rupees 68 paise from today in Delhi, as against 487 rupees 18 paise previously. The nation is paying homage to Mahatma Gandhi on his 148th birth anniversary today. President, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid floral tributes at Rajghat. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and BJP veteran L.K. Advani were also among those who paid tributes. A series of functions are planned to mark the occasion. In his message, President Ramnath Kovind said, Gandhi Jayanti is an occasion to rededicate to the ideals and values of Mahatma Gandhi. He said that Gandhi's philosophy of non-violence peaceful coexistence is of increasing relevance in present times. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also took part in several programs being organized at Rajghat, including unveiling of a statue of Mahatma Gandhi, inauguration of an interpretation center and an administrative wing at the complex area. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Twitter message said that Gandhi's noble ideals move millions across the world. A function to pay floral tributes to Mahatma Gandhi will also be held at the Central Hall of Parliament today. And today is also the 113th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri. Now, the second Prime Minister of the country, Shastri joined the Indian independence movement in the 1920s. He also became a loyal follower of Mahatma Gandhi, with whom he shares his birth date. Shastri led the country during the Indo-Pakistan War of 1965. His slogan of Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan became very popular during the war and is remembered even today. President, Vice President and Prime Minister paid floral tributes to him at Vijay Ghat. A function to pay floral tributes to the former Prime Minister will also be held at the Central Hall of Parliament House. In his message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that he pays a tribute to the man who was loved by the farmers and soldiers alike for giving an able leadership. And Mahatma Gandhi takes the credit of being the pioneer designer and the brand ambassador of the Indian brand Khadi. He emphasized on village industries for just distribution of resources. What was once instigated by him is now being developed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a product that is fast gaining global popularity. Take a look at this special report.
Over the years, Khadi has undergone a metamorphosis from that of a patriot's fabric and a farmer's apparel to becoming a fashion fabric. Mahatma Gandhi urged Indians to throw out their British colonial rulers with two weapons, non-violence and hand-spun cloth. Overnight, Khadi became the symbol of defiance as thousands threw away their Manchester textiles. Today, the transformation Khadi has undergone is phenomenal, and the spinning activity has gained prominence across India.
अब खादी को जितने आप बड़े-बड़े ब्रांडेड देख रहे हैं, डब्ल्यू ब्रांड और लिया, सब खादी से जुड़ गए हैं. तो अब एक तरह से रेमंड, अरविंद मिल, ये सब खादी से जुट गए हैं. आज खादी मोदी जी के कारण अब युवाओं का वस्त्र बनते जा रहा है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has taken the lead in making Khadi popular again, becoming a brand ambassador for it and making it a fashion statement with his style of kurtas. The PM's championing of the cause of Khadi countered the trend of even the political class giving up on Khadi. Re-energizing the Swadeshi movement, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asked people to buy at least one Khadi cloth for use in their day-to-day life.
खादी एक वस्त्र नहीं, एक विचार है. और मैंने देखा कि इन दिनों खादी के प्रति काफी रुचि बढ़ी है.
Quite a difference in promoting Khadi, because before 2014 we didn't know about, actually I didn't know about Khadi and all, but all along he has promoted this Khadi product, and students also in colleges are moving towards Khadi, Indian products basically from foreign products.
Khadi and village industries products are steadily capturing the FMCG segment. The government and state boards are doing their bit to revamp and promote the sector with numerous schemes. With 11,000 new employees, over 1,600 new charkhas and close to 130 new looms, the Khadi and Village Industries Commission is taking steps to add to India's 125.22 million meters of annual Khadi production in the country. It is investing about 5.5 crore rupees to distribute charkhas and looms under the Sahyog program to increase Khadi production by 7 to 9% by the end of this financial year.
Khadi is internationally famous and we have tried the products, so we are coming back for it. Especially the diabetics and the massage oils, the hair oils, we like the products.
The rediscovery of the charkha has introduced a new economic thinking for Indians. Brand Khadi has arrived and is here to stay. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And today is also the third anniversary of that Swachh Bharat program, and several programs are being organized to mark the occasion that will also see the conclusion of the Swachhta Hi Seva fortnight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the chief guest at the function to mark the occasion at Vigyan Bhavan today. In his message, President Ramnath Kovind said that a prosperous India can only be built on the foundation of a clean India. He said achieving the goals of the Swachh Bharat mission expeditiously will be a true expression of tribute and regard to Mahatma Gandhi on his birth anniversary that is being marked today. And President Ramnath Kovind on Sunday declared urban Maharashtra as open defecation free. President Kovind said that a healthy and prosperous India will be built only on the foundations of a clean India. He said it is a big step in the direction of New India by 2022 as planned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The President said that declaration of ODF Urban Maharashtra is particularly relevant for the state as 49% of Maharashtra's people live in urban areas. The President added that keeping the environment dirty is a curse to any society as it spreads diseases and decreases the overall productivity, thereby decreasing the GDP of the nation. Declaring urban Maharashtra as ODF, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said that there is a need to change the mindset towards open defecation. The government has put in place a mechanism called ODF Watch, where people will be shamed if they defecate in the open.
महाराष्ट्र के सभी शहरों के खुले में शौच से मुक्त होने की घोषणा के इस ऐतिहासिक और सुखद अवसर पर मैं महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री श्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी को हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं। साथ ही उनकी स्वच्छ महाराष्ट्र टीम के सभी सदस्यों को भी बधाई देता हूं। हमारी विशेष बधाई के हकदार हुए स्वच्छता कर्मी हैं जो जमीन से जुड़े हुए काम को अंजाम दे रहे हैं। इतनी व्यापक सफलता सबके सहयोग और भागीदारी से ही संभव हो सकती है। जैसा कि मुख्यमंत्री जी ने भी कहा, ये पूरे देश में जब से ये मोदी जी का अभियान चला है, जो हमारी बेटियां हैं उन्होंने सबसे पहले पूछती हैं ग्रामीण इलाके में कि जिस घर में मेरी शादी होने वाली है वहां पर शौचालय है या नहीं है। तो बहुत बड़ी सोच हमारी बच्चियों में विकसित हो रही है। ये सोच मुझे लगता है एक आगामी जो भारत जिसको हम मोदी जी कहते हैं न्यू इंडिया, नया भारत 2022, जब देश के आजादी के 75 साल पूरे हो रहे होंगे तब हम सेलिब्रेट करेंगे। उस दिशा में ये बहुत बड़ा कदम है, बहुत बड़ा कदम।
जब हमने अपने शहरों को ओडीएफ घोषित किया है तो हमारी जिम्मेदारी दुगनी हुई है। अब उन शौचालयों का उपयोग हो और कोई भी व्यक्ति खुले में शौच न करे, इसके लिए उनको प्रेरित भी करना पड़ेगा, उनकी आदतें भी बदलनी पड़ेगी और थोड़ा सा जिसको हम शेम करना कहते हैं, शर्मिंदगी महसूस हो, इस प्रकार की व्यवस्थाएं भी खड़ी करनी पड़ेगी। और इसलिए हमने ओडीएफ वॉच ये व्यवस्था खड़ी की है।
President Ramnath Kovind will pay tributes to Mahatma Gandhi at his birthplace, Kirti Mandir in Porbandar in Gujarat today. He will also attend a function organized by the Gujarat government to declare ODF status for rural Gujarat. During the day, the President will inaugurate various schemes such as the inauguration of jetty and other facilities at Jafarabad Fishing Harbour, upgradation of Verawal and Porbandar Fishing Harbour, among others. He will also lay the foundation stone for the development of Mangrol Phase 3 Fishing Harbour. And Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has asked the government to fulfill Mahatma Gandhi's Ram Rajya dream in governing the nation. Addressing a gathering at Raj Tilak Dashera Day celebrations at Lal Killa Maidan in Delhi, the Vice President said that governments must attempt to achieve Ram Rajya. He added that in Ram Rajya, there is no place for fear, hunger, corruption, exploitation and discrimination. He also urged politicians to take the true meaning of Mahatma Gandhi's Ram Rajya among the people. The Vice President also called on the younger generation to learn about Ram and his ideals. Finally, the Vice President in his speech also praised the Dharmiyak Leela Committee for organizing Ram Leela regularly.
आप लोगों को याद है महात्मा गांधी जी ने आज़ादी के बाद उन्होंने कहा भारत में राम राज्य होना चाहिए। राम राज्य माने एक मजहब का राज्य नहीं है, राम राज्य माने एक आदर्श राज्य। And we must all work towards a real Ram Rajya where there is no hunger, where there is no corruption, where there is no exploitation, where there is no discrimination on the basis of anything. Irrespective of caste, creed, sex, religion and region, India is one. अलग भाषा, अलग वेश, फिर भी अपना एक देश, विविधता में एकता, भारत का विशेषता, यही हमारा परंपरा है. The rulers in various levels, we must all work to the ideals of Rama Rajya, live up to the expectations of Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, and see to it that the people are given a fair rule by all concerned. That's why politicians also always talk about Rama Rajya. We should not see it from the angle of any religion, this religion or that religion.
A very short break in here. We'll be back with more news. Stay with us.
As the nation celebrates 148th anniversary of the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, we look at the brand Mahatma.
Imagine Gandhi were an app. Perhaps the Gandhi app would have Swachh Bharat as one element and how to protest as another element.
Gandhi said that fighters do not always live at the barricades.
We have to think of how we educate our kids and the future generations about the teachings of Gandhi.
From the corridors of Parliament, watch our special show, Rediscovering Gandhi in the 21st Century, only on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back after the break. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has announced a reward of 1 lakh rupees for helping deaf and mute Indian girl Geeta in uniting with her parents. In a video appeal, Sushma Swaraj urged people to come forward and help in finding Geeta's parents. She also urged the Chief Ministers of Bihar and Jharkhand to trace Geeta's parents, as there was a possibility of her belonging to either of the two states. Geeta was brought back from Pakistan in 2015 after being stranded in that country for over a decade. According to reports, Geeta was just 7 or 8 years old when she was found sitting alone on the Samjhauta Express by the Pakistan Rangers at the Lahore railway station.
मेरे साथ गीता खड़ी है, ये ना बोल सकती है ना सुन सकती है। ये वही लड़की है जो 10-12 वर्ष पहले सरहद पार पाकिस्तान पहुंच गई थी। सबसे पहले मेरी अपील तो इसके माता पिता के लिए है, कृपया सामने आइए और अपनी बेटी को अपनाइए। मैं वादा करती हूँ इस बेटी को आपके लिए बोझ नहीं बनने दूंगी। इसकी सारी जिम्मेदारी हम स्वयं वहन करेंगे, शादी की, पढ़ाई की। लेकिन आप आइए, आपकी बेटी तड़प रही है आपसे मिलने के लिए। कृपया आइए, इसे गले लगाइए। एक खोई हुई बेटी को अपने माँ बाप से मिलवाना, इससे बड़ा पुण्य का कार्य क्या हो सकता है। लेकिन पुण्याई के साथ साथ मैं ये भी घोषणा करती हूँ कि जो भी व्यक्ति हमें गीता के माँ बाप को मिलवा देगा, हम उसे 1 लाख रुपए का इनाम भी देंगे।
And there has been a ceasefire violation along the line of control in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. 1 civilian has been killed and 4 others injured in a heavy shelling and firing by the Pakistani army. Elsewhere in the Kairan sector, an infiltration bid has been foiled by the security forces. 1 infiltrator has also been killed. Search operations are continuing. News from Maharashtra now. Former Maharashtra Chief Minister Narayan Rane has launched a new party called Maharashtra Swabhiman Paksh. After launching the party, Rane indicated that his organization may align with the ruling BJP. Addressing a press conference in Mumbai, the former Chief Minister said that his party will work relentlessly for the upliftment of the farmers, the women, downtrodden and the backward classes. He also added that the party will not oppose any developmental work, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bullet train project. Rane had resigned from the Congress and the Maharashtra Legislative Council on 21st of September. He started off with the Shiv Sena and went on to become the Revenue Minister. Briefly served as the Chief Minister as well. He then became the leader of the opposition. News from Assam, where a fresh wave of floods has hit the state, submerging 5 districts and affecting nearly 80,000 people in the state. Around 18 relief camps have been set across 5 districts to provide shelter. According to reports, nearly 9,000 people are taking shelter at relief camps in worst-hit Golpara district. The flood has affected nearly 306 acres of land, 16,000 animals and poultry farms as well. The surging water has damaged roads, bridges and culverts in Golpara as well as in Karbi Anglong district. The Dhansiri river at Numaligarh in Golaghat is flowing above the danger mark. The SDRF teams have been deployed to carry on the relief and rescue work. Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal has directed the Deputy Commissioners of the flood-hit districts to step up the relief operations and ensure a stock of adequate relief material for the victims. The Chief Minister has also directed the Assam State Disaster Management Authority to maintain a close coordination with the district administrations and extend all the support to them. And the Emir of Kuwait has freed 22 Indian prisoners and has commuted the sentences of 97 others lodged in the Arab countries' jails. The list containing the names of 119 Indians is in addition to the 15 Indian prisoners whose death sentences were recently commuted to the life imprisonment. Now, the charges in most of the cases involved narcotics, drug trading, theft, robbery and fraud. The Indian mission said that it would provide all possible assistance for their travel to India after their release or the completion of their sentences. Efforts were also being made to help those Indian prisoners who have given their consent to spend the rest of their sentence period in India. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has thanked the Emir of Kuwait for the gesture. Our top international story now. The Catalans have voted to split from Spain. The government of Catalonia, a wealthy region of 7.5 million people in northeast of the country, claimed victory in a referendum on independence from Spain. Catalan officers said that 90% of the counted votes favoured splitting from Spain. The turnout was 42.3%. The results follow a day of violent clashes between the Spanish police and supporters of the disputed vote. Hundreds were injured as the riot police raided polling stations and fired rubber bullets in an attempt to deny the vote legitimacy. Catalonia's separatist government pushed forward the vote despite the court outlawing and declaring it as illegal. The Catalan nationalists argue that the region is a separate nation with its own history, culture, language, and that it should have increased fiscal independence. Earlier, as the vote ended, Spanish Prime Minister said that Catalans had been fooled into taking part in an illegal vote. He called it a mockery of democracy.
Puedo decirles con toda rotundidad lo que todos ustedes ya saben y lo que hemos constatado a lo largo de esta jornada. Hoy no ha habido un referéndum de autodeterminación en Catalunya.
Traslladarà en els propers dies al Parlament de Catalunya, seu i expressió de la sobirania del nostre poble, els resultats de la jornada d'avui perquè actuï d'acord amb allò previst.
And West Bank-based Palestinian Prime Minister Rami Hamdallah is to make his first visit to Gaza since 2015 today. The visit is an attempt to reconcile with the Islamist movement Hamas, who have controlled Gaza since June 2007. Hamdallah and several of his ministers are looking at rapprochement between Hamas and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas's Fatah party after a decade of animosity and spurts of violence. The talks are intended to prepare for a transfer of power in the Gaza Strip from Hamas to President Mahmoud Abbas's Palestinian Authority. In a deal brokered by Egypt, Hamas agreed last month to form a unity administration with the rival Fatah movement in the West Bank. On Sunday, Hamas freed 5 prisoners belonging to the Fatah party. The new unity government will be expected to address major problems in Gaza, including unemployment and electricity supply restricted to 4 hours a day and stalled rebuilding work.
هذه المصالحة ممكن أن تكتمل لكنها تحتاج إلى وقت، وهناك عقبات عديدة تحتاج إلى إرادة سياسية من قبل حركتي فتح وحماس لتذليل هذه العقبات، بالإضافة إلى الأخذ بعين الاعتبار أن القضايا تحل تباعاً.
And 2 young women have been stabbed to death on Sunday at the French Mediterranean city of Marseille. The attack took place at Marseille's main train station and it has been claimed by the Islamic State. Soldiers on guard at the station shot dead the attacker, who the police described as of North African appearance and aged about 30. One victim had her throat slit and the other was stabbed in the stomach. Now, President Emmanuel Macron has said that he was disgusted by the barbarous act and paid tribute to the soldiers and the police officers who responded. The attack took place by a bench outside the southern French city's St. Charles train station. French Interior Minister has said that the attacker had fled after the first murder, but then he returned to kill again.
Cet après-midi à Marseille, un drame affreux où 2 personnes ont été assassinées par un individu. Une enquête a été ouverte à la fois pour connaître l'identité de l'individu, l'identité des 2 personnes qui ont été assassinées.
And US President Donald Trump has warned his Secretary of State Rex Tillerson that negotiations with North Korea were a waste of time. Donald Trump also claimed that he will not fail on a front where 3 of his predecessors have failed, that is Bill Clinton, George Bush and Barack Obama. In a series of tweets, Trump said, "Being nice to Rocket Man has not worked in 25 years. Why would it work now? Clinton failed, Bush failed and Obama failed. I won't fail." Donald Trump earlier had also referred to the North Korean leader as a rocket man. In his tweets, Trump went public in differing with the Tillerson on having talks with North Korea. Tillerson, who is in China, had said that the US was in direct communication with North Korea as part of their efforts to reduce tension. And on to cricket now. India has defeated Australia by 7 wickets in the 5th and the final ODI at Nagpur on Sunday. The hosts overhauled the victory target of 243 runs in the 43rd over itself. Opener Rohit Sharma made 125 runs, Ajinkya Rahane 61 and Virat Kohli made 39 runs. Earlier, the visitors finished their innings at 242 for 9 in the stipulated 50 overs after deciding to bat first. With this win, India have wrapped up the 5 ODI match series 4-1. India had won the first 3 games before losing the 4th match by 21 runs at Bengaluru on Thursday. Now, after the ODI series, the 2 teams will play 3 T20 matches. The first T20 will be played in Ranchi on Saturday.
It's important that I get runs. The team really depends on the start that we give the openers. You know, it's really important, and you know, it adds to success. So I feel I have never thought about that I have to do certain things. I just go out and play my game and try and enjoy the moment.
Today I thought Virat set some really good fields and stopped us from hitting, and I don't think we adapted well enough. Today was probably a day where we could have used softer hands and played a bit squarer and hit the balls into the gaps that way instead of actually hitting the ball down the ground. So we probably didn't adapt as well as we would have liked in today in that aspect.
And that's it in this news bulletin. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day ahead.